Hey, what's going on, tribe? Welcome back. So, yeah, just let me pop the shades on. No. Just so you guys can see my eyes to show that I'm not no NPC and all that. Anyway, it's been a very interesting day today. Like obviously the sun's out and that. Wait, hold on. Where we at? Wagwan raw. So yeah, the sun's out and that. So listen, I don't know anyone else, yeah. But for me, the last week or two, yeah, or even it's been the last couple of weeks in it. Listen, I've just been going through it on an energetic thing. So much stuff has just been coming up in it, yeah. And these times, listen, it's just been rough in it. Like it's just been rough. And then sometimes on the journey, yeah, like sometimes you've got to laugh or you just cry. But there's been times where it's just like, you know what, yeah, I don't want to actually do this anymore, yeah, and I actually signed up for this, yeah. So when you're going through it, yeah, it's just wild. So you just got to be gentle with yourself. Hear what I say, yeah. If you're going through it, just be very gentle with yourself and compassionate, right? Like I was saying, like yesterday I was going through it, and there's been a lot of activities with the sun, right? A lot of solar flares and planets aligned. I think my cousin said that, what's it called? We're in Saturn retrograde or something. So listen, Saturn is all about hardship and your core values and shit. So that's going to be coming up, right? So anyway, so yeah, if you're going through it, just be gentle with yourself, because like literally the last week or so I've been going through it, innit? Or not a week or so, a few weeks in it, yeah. But today, I literally one thing that's very interesting, yeah, is it's about the mind. It's about mindset, right? Because I was like, all right, cool. Like yesterday was feeling kind of rough and that, so I was like, all right, cool. And then today, I was like, all right, cool. Woke up, meditated, and then I had to take my son to the doctors and stuff. And then I was like, all right, cool. Took him doctors, and then I was like, all right, cool. Let me go gym and that, innit, yeah? I love your t-shirt, my dear.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, yeah? See ya. So all right, cool. Gonna go gym, and then these times, yeah, we gotta usually what's it called? You gotta book in for like sauna and steam, innit? And then these times, I was like, all right, cool. Like I didn't book in, but I was like, all right, you know what, yeah? Sometimes they have someone on like standing outside to see if you've what's it called? See if you've booked a session in it. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go in, have my session. Boom. No one's gonna be there. A man's gonna have a sauna and steam, and it's all gonna go smooth, right? Boom. Had my session. Boom. Was working out in the gym, and then I ended up talking to some guy. This is another thing I'm gonna say as well. So I was talking to some guy, and then we ended up kind of working out and that. We was having talking while we was working out, and then so we ended up being cool, and then we ended up chatting, and then he wanted to come sauna and steam and that. So I was like, all right, cool. And then I was like, all right. So he said he booked in. I was like, I ain't booked in and that, innit? So boom, rolled in there now. Nobody's there, so that was all smooth. So I was like, all right, cool. Like it's about mindset in it, yeah. I said like, boom. In a way, it's kind of speaking things into existence, what we're doing at the moment, right? So all right, cool. And then we ended up talking, and then after that, I was like, you know what? Something's actually shifted, and it weren't the gym. It's not the gym, it's the actual energy. Something's shifted in it. That's all I'm saying. Because then, so all right, cool. So, because the last, like I was saying, my energy has just been depleted, right? So, like doing that basic stuff has been a challenge, innit? So I was like, all right, cool. Like we got energy levels right now, innit? Yeah. So, all right, cool. Boom. Gonna go get some food shopping and that, some chicken and that. And I'm gonna cook up as well, because like when I'm going through it, it's like survival mode, innit? So it's like, oh yeah, just doing the bare minimum or whatever, innit? So I was like, all right, cool. Boom. Hopped on the bus. Was on the bus now, and then again met another stranger, and then he said something to me, and then we just started talking like most of the bus ride, right? And then he was like, we was talking about work and stuff like that, and he said he's a part-time chef or something, innit, yeah? And then I was like, alright, cool. And then he was like, he said something, and then he was like, he had to drop working hours because he hasn't got no life, right? Like, it's just work, home and work, right? So I was like, this is true stories, you know, this is how the system is built up and created. Like, that's what the system wants you to do. It's just wake up, go home, wake up, go to work, go home, yeah? So you haven't got no time for yourself, right? And even like that, it was a while ago, not even a while ago, sometimes when I go like in the shops late at night, I see like office people like getting a ready meal and shit, like microwave meal. It's like, dude, like man's working in the office for hours on end and man can't even really have a decent meal. Man's just gotta have a like microwave meal, innit? Because there ain't no time. And this is what they do, like the system, they make sure that all your time is spent externally instead of internally, right? It's about the balance, right? So yeah, I was talking to the guy and then he was basically saying like, yeah, he had to drop hours and stuff because he ain't got no social life and all this and that. Go on, mate. So yeah, he said he had to drop his hours because he didn't have no social life. And he was like, what did he say? It was like, money costs you your spirit. And I was like, you know what, yeah, that's an interesting saying, because like the the system has you chasing material things. And I said this to him, like the more money people get, the more they want externally, so material things, car, this and that. But then the more you're putting out that, then you've got to get the money to then pay that off, right? So it's like a constant loop, right? And then we started chatting, and he was like, "Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's exactly how it is." And he was like, "What was he saying?" He was like, I was like, "Oh, yeah, how's your day going?" And then he said something. He was like, "Oh yeah, because we went past the prison, innit?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not in there. So like, yeah, I'm not in there." And what did he say? He's not in there, and he's breathing or something. And I was like, "Listen, straight gratitude, innit? Like, yeah, you don't need a lot, you know, if that makes sense. Like, as long as you're healthy, you've got a roof over your head, and just grateful. You don't need to have a roof over your head, because I know some people that haven't, but it's fine. Like, it's just about being grateful for what you do have, yeah? And then once you're grateful for what you do have, that just ends up multiplying, right? So then he got off the bus, and then we was like, "Oh yeah, cool, all right, cool." Spudded him, like, and then okay. And then another thing is, yeah, before I got on the bus, like I went to get on the bus now, and then there was some kid, right? And then he couldn't get on the bus, right? And like I've been speaking to a lot of strangers today. Like, I was wearing my Marvel t-shirts in my bag because I'm trying to catch some of them vitamin D while it's here, innit? What the bloody hell is this on it? Yeah, trying to catch some of that vitamin D while it's here. So everyone was commenting, like so many strangers were commenting on my t-shirt saying, "Oh, that t-shirt's amazing," and blah blah blah. So I was like, alright, cool. So I was like, alright, something's shifting here, innit, yeah? So before getting on the bus, there was this kid, and then he like didn't have his bus pass or whatever. So I was like, "Man, like I'll pay for him to get on the bus, it's cool," you know? And then the driver, we ended up talking for ages as well, because he was like basically explaining stuff, but he was explaining it, but we was chatting, we was talking in it, yeah. So I was like, all right, cool, I get what you're saying, but I would have still paid for him, because in England, in London, yeah, you can't pay with cash, yeah, for the bus. You have to pay with card, so they're kind of monitoring everything you do, right? Yeah. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll pay for you," and then the guy was like, "No, I can't." But he was going to let him on, but then he was saying basically he'll get in trouble and blah blah blah. But the kid was cool about it, because I was like, "I got him and I got you," and he was like, "No, it's cool, like cool." I was like, "All right, cool." And then the driver was like, "Cool" as well. And then when I went upstairs on the bus, that's when I started speaking to that guy about money, right? About how money costs you your spirit. So that, and then when I was getting off the bus from shopping, there was some lady And then I was looking at her, and she was getting off the bus. No, she was just about to get off the bus with her trolley. And I was like it was like an intuitive thing, innit? Yeah, because she got up, and then I kind of just automatically said, "Oh, do you want hand off with your trolley, right?" And then she was like, "Oh yeah, please." And I was like, "All right, cool." Like, so I helped her off with her trolley, and she was like, "Oh yeah, God bless them, blah blah blah." So I was like, "All right, cool." So listen, something is literally shifting. Listen, things are happening, innit? That's what I'm saying. And like I was saying, it's about mindset. And then literally, like when I got home, it was about an hour ago. Literally got home, and I was like, wow, like things are actually shifting. Like it's weird. It's weird. Like it's been dramatic shifts, because it was like literally yesterday thinking, oh, like going through it, like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I really signed up for this, and kind of fighting it. Yeah, like resisting. Like, you know, resisting it. Like, the more you resist, it persists in it. So, it's like, oh yeah, this is fucking hard work, and can't be arsed doing this kind of thing. Like, kind of not wanting to check out. You know, when like thinking, oh yeah, this is all kind of long, and that, like, if that makes sense. So that was from yesterday, and then literally woke up today, and things are like very, very different. Is all I'm saying. So, like literally an hour ago, my friend literally messaged me and was like, "Do you feel that?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like things have shifted, innit? Like, and like I was saying, like the Matrix. Look, roadworks everywhere, traffic everywhere. It's just mad fun. So, my friend literally messaged me an hour ago saying, "Do you feel that?" And I was like, "You know, yeah, I do feel it. Like something shifted." Because she was like, she's been going through it emotionally, mentally, and all that. And I was like, listen, I've been going through the same thing. I've been feeling anxious, depressed, and you know what? Like, it feels like it's glitching. Like, I feel physically here, but not here, if that makes sense. Everything feels lighter. But now it feels like the mental has caught up with it, if that made sense. I don't know, it's really weird. Like the body's getting more lighter, and then the mind is getting lighter, if that makes sense. Well, that's just my experience anyway. But yeah, recently, like the brain fog, like I was starting to get worried about the brain fog and shit. Like, I was like, man, listen, like I can't even think straight. Like I was like shutting down to a certain degree, right? It's like, what's the word? It's like kind of shutting down. Like even putting sentences together was like hard work and struggle and shit. And then my thought process was like what's the word? Just basic shit. Just to, like, I don't know. Everything just felt weird. And then now it's kind of shifted. It's like kind of was offline, and then now I'm back online. If that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, man. A lot of things have been and will be coming up. So yeah, you just gotta just be gentle with yourself, man. Because like I was saying, the last few weeks have been rough. Yeah, been rough. But yeah, it's interesting, man. Like my friend literally messaged me saying about, oh yeah, do you feel the shift? Do you feel that? And I was like, we ain't spoken of like a while. It's been like a good couple, maybe a week or two. And then she just randomly messaged me like, yeah, do you feel that? And I was like, yeah, you know what? I do feel it, man. Like stuff is happening, man. So yeah, wherever you're at on your journey, just like I keep saying, man, be gentle and patient with yourself. Make sure you're getting a lot of rest. Yeah. My thing is, and you're gonna have a lot of core things coming up that is very uncomfortable. Like the core, like your core wounding or trauma and healing. You're gonna have a lot of that coming up. Well, that's what's been coming up for me the last few days, should I say? But now it seems to kind of shifted or whatever, which is great because that is uncomfortable. But the more you fight it, the more uncomfortable it will be, if that makes sense. What else has been happening? But yeah, like today, like living in London, yeah, like people in London, we're not friendly people, you know. Well, I'm friendly, innit? I talk to anyone. So, like, it's been weird. Like I said, I had about 3, 4, about 3, 4, 5 people commenting on my t-shirt, saying, "Oh yeah, that t-shirt's good," and like talking, like wanting to chat and that. And then one of them was like, "Oh yeah, she's gonna go see Deadpool on the weekend when it comes out next week or whatever. And she's gonna take her kids to go see it." And I was like, "All right, cool. Like, yeah, I'm looking to go see that as well." And then some other guy was saying it. So yeah, things are happening, man. Like I was saying, people in London, we're not friendly people, you know. Like, yeah, it's just the whole energy here is just heavy and dense and shit, innit? So yeah, things are happening, innit? That's all I'm saying. Things are happening. So yeah, things are shifting. That's all I'm saying, man. Yeah, things are shifting. So yeah, just be patient and don't be hard on yourself, man. Like, the lessons that's been coming up for me the last week was feeling guilty, a bit of shame was coming up, and self-worth was coming up as well. Not feeling good enough. And it's like, hold on a minute, dude, you've been putting in the work, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're independent and shit. Like, I'm not perfect, don't get me wrong, but I do try my best, you know. And it's like, I feel guilty for resting. It's like my soul is on a mission. It's like, I've got to get shit done. So when it comes to rest, I feel guilty for resting, innit? And it's like, nah, man. Like the last week or so, I've been like, yeah, cool, man. Like, rest is needed, because that's when your body gets the upgrade, is when you're resting, innit? And the changes happen, because if you're constantly on the go, you're not getting time to heal, right? So yeah, rest is very important, and also to stay hydrated, man. Yeah, hydration is really important right now. What else? Yeah, I don't know, man. There's a lot of things, like look, bare roadworks, just more roadworks, and fucking yeah, they're just trying to slow shit down, and it's like, we've gone way past what they're trying to do. Like, when things shift on an energetic level, yeah, it takes longer for it to manifest on a physical level. Yeah, so all this stuff that we're seeing in the Matrix is all just to slow down what's inevitable. Like, it's the changing of the times and this 3D realm. Don't know what's gonna happen, but it ain't got long left in it. That's all I'm saying. Ain't got long left. But anyway, gang, yeah, I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon. Just a little video about the energy shifting, man. Like, yeah, things are happening, innit? So yeah, gang, I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon. Peace, love and light, tribe.